Okay, Quickie reviews. Time for another Mel Brooks favorite. This one was from 1987 or 86, I can't remember, but it was pretty much a parody of all science fiction movies to date, like Star Trek, Star Wars, all of them, Planet of the Apes. And it pretty much lambasts all of them in this one. It's called Spaceballs. And the dearly departed John Candy was even in this one, which I thought was an amazing addition to an already airtight cast. Bill Pullman is in it. He plays Lone Star, who is the equivalent, I guess, of Han Solo. And Daphne Zuniga plays Princess Vespa, who's, I guess, the damsel in distress. John Candy, as I mentioned before, plays Barf, who's the slightly alternate version of Chewbacca. He's a Mog, as he says in the movie, half man, half dog. I'm my own best friend. Yeah. And of course, the bad guys. I have to touch on the bad guys. There is Rick Moranis, who plays a wonderful send-up of Darth Vader called Dark Helmet. Yeah, if you guys like science fiction movies, this is just one you gotta watch if you haven't seen it. I mean, it's not really a technical science fiction movie, but it pretty much spoofs everything you've ever heard of in science fiction. I mean, even in one scene there was something to do with Star Trek, and Mel Brooks' character, who he plays two characters in this movie. He plays President Scrooge, which is the one I'm describing now, and he says, "What the hell? It works on Star Trek." And the second character he plays is Yogurt, who is like the version of Yoda in this movie, I guess. And I learned through research that this movie didn't come with any strings attached, or came with some strings attached, because Mel Brooks got George Lucas's blessing to parody the movie that he did, Star Wars and all that, but he could not do any merchandise for the movie. That's why you see the running gag about merchandise in the film. And there was also, he also allowed him to use the special effects from Star Wars to give it a sense of authenticity. And it turned out to be a great movie, I thought. There's some things in it that kids shouldn't see, though. Yeah, so it's I think a PG movie. Parental guidance suggested. But yeah, for the most part, it's a whole hilarious entry in itself. I mean, Joan Rivers is even in it. She's the voice of Dot Matrix, who is the robot who's like C-3PO. And it's a great movie. I mean, there's several cameos in it too. You'll spot some of them. I'm not going to point them out to you, but you'll spot some of them, I'm sure. So yeah, give Spaceballs a try if you haven't seen it. It's a great movie, eh? Watch out! Try not to get the Spaceballs theme stuck in your head. Anyhow, that's going to do it for this Quickie review. Later on. 5 out of 5 is my rating.